Military service is a serious challenge, both for those who serve and for their loved ones. Today, we will show you incredible reunions after a long time apart. Let's go! This woman had no idea that her son came back from his deployment in Germany, and she was asked to play a game. Can she guess who this is? And finally, now that's a friendly reunion.
Ladies and gentlemen, George is having a very rough week.
A sergeant serving in Kuwait decided to surprise his younger sister for Valentine's Day. But the biggest surprise was seeing him safe and sound after a whole year apart.
That you have gotten a teddy bear that's being carried by Chelsea's brother, Sergeant Colin Ranieri, who flew back after serving a year in the Middle East to watch his baby sister compete one more time.
And this is how a dad returning from military service made his kids happy. These are raw emotions from a Ukrainian child who just saw his dad come back from the war. And this girl hasn't seen her dad for 2 years and didn't even recognize his voice at first. But then...
Sam!
To reunite with his girlfriend, this soldier has to go on a long journey. But it was all worth it for this. And this bride received the most precious wedding gift. Her brother returned from the military.
Have a seat.
This guy was confused why he was summoned to the principal's office.
You want to tell me something?
Turns out it's because his sister came home from deployment.
There's Mr. Todd.
This guy surprised his mom and sister first. Then the rest of the family. And it was the best Christmas present hands down. When this woman's son found out he's coming home, he conspired with his family to surprise his mom. This is also the loudest reunion I've ever seen.
Wow.
An 8-year-old girl had a special surprise for her pilot dad when she marshaled his plane in like a pro. That was his last flight as captain, before retiring at the end of his 20-year tenure in the U.S. Air Force. This girl was so happy that her sister came back from deployment, she knocked her off her feet, getting ahead of their mom. They haven't seen each other for many months. This girl's family came to the training camp to see her because she really missed her mom and brother. A U.S. soldier surprised his wife at a graduation rehearsal after 8 months of them being apart. This Doug is hugging its owner tight. Clearly, the dog missed him.
to go surprise my family.
This Army serviceman's family thought he wasn't able to join them for the holidays, but he surprised them during a hockey game. During the daily Pledge of Allegiance, this military man suddenly appeared on screen. Turns out the father of 2 schoolgirls came back from Afghanistan, and this was his way to surprise them.
It's better told seen than said.
Yeah. Very surreal, and yet completely stimulated. Can't express it enough, actually, still overwhelming.
This girl hadn't seen her boyfriend for 6 months while he served, so this was the happiest day in her life.
What the heck?
During a hockey game, the parents and girlfriend of this Marine saw his video message.
Wish I could be there with you. I love you and I miss you. I'll see you soon.
But that's not where this story ends. And even this isn't the biggest surprise yet. He proposed to his girlfriend right in front of the huge crowd. This soldier came to visit his girlfriend at work, and look how happy she is. This girl was waiting for her boyfriend to return from the military service for 6 whole months, and here's her reaction when she finally saw him. For 2 years, this man was deployed overseas, and when he came back, he immediately came to see his younger siblings at school.
What's good? I missed you. Come here, bring it in. What's up, little man? Hey, buddy. How are you?
An original way to return home and surprise your mother. These 2 football players are brothers, and they were under the impression that their mom is on a special military mission. They were shocked when she appeared in front of them during the game. As this student was giving his graduation speech, he couldn't have imagined that his dad, a U.S. Army sergeant, would come home to give him a hug.
Staff Sergeant Schott has done 5 tours of duty overseas.
How sweet is this? 3 couples reunited at once. And this soldier came to a restaurant where his sister works. Looks like she needs an urgent day off to celebrate. This military man came home and went straight to the hospital to see his wife and his newborn baby. Jimmy Fallon just told his guest that her husband came home from deployment via the Whisper Challenge on live TV.
Your husband is behind you.
This girl waited for her beloved for 193 days. And finally, A soldier who served nearly a year in Kuwait surprised his cheerleader girlfriend by turning up to the game. This girl got a Valentine's Day gift from her husband, and while she was reading the card,
14th. Because I already feel bad enough for not being there.
All right, look behind you.
Behind me?
Don't think anything, just look behind you.
this nurse did not expect that behind her was her sister who served in the military. They haven't seen each other for so long. This dancer did not expect that when her team's mascot takes off her blindfold, she would see her boyfriend. Not only did he come back from deployment, he proposed to her as well. And this girl finally saw her brother return when he surprised her during the game. That's all for today. Tell us in the comments which moment was your favorite. And don't forget to, you know what.